Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across a work gardener's video where she was talking about the constructing racism, and it looks like in one of her videos, one of the videos she made, people were asking her how do they deconstruct their racism, and she actually came out to say that no black person can teach you how to deconstruct your racism. Right, number one is that it is not in our place to teach you, and you all are always looking for a way of wanting black people to do everything for you. I cannot teach you how not to be a racism or how to deconstruct your racism. You know what you are doing, you know how you act, and you are supposed to be the one to know what you are deconstructing, because what you are deconstructing will help you know the ones you are supposed to leave behind and the one you are supposed to adjust. Number one is go around and read. It is not a black people are not in any position to tell you that this is how you are going to deconstruct it and this is how you are not going to deconstruct it. It is your work to go out, because you are the one working on yourself. You are the one that know what you want to deconstruct. Why I am saying is that it is not in our place, because I personally feel like you all do not even listen to us while we talk, right? It is always better when your own kind, I mean, like, people from the same distance speak to you. I think they'll listen easily than we telling you. And moreover, we cannot teach you how to deconstruct your race decision. Let's get into this.
So you all are going to get a bonus video today. Take a look at the video right before this one, because the comments in that video inspired this video. And those comments might not necessarily be there because I did block a lot of people. Listen. Whatever your reason is for following me as a white person, it's your reason, it's your business. I don't really rightly care. Here's the thing. What I said stands. When I'm talking to black people and I'm having those conversations, that is a black space. And there's no reason why you should be centering yourself in a black community discussion. Because I promise you, you cannot fool me or trick me into thinking that you are in this space because you are trying to deconstruct your racism, as one person said, or because you are being an ally. Because allies do not talk over marginalized communities when we are having discussions amongst ourselves. Allies don't do that. So please stop with that. And as for deconstructing your racism, because one person said that to me, and I want to talk about that. No black person can teach any white person how to deconstruct your racism. When I said in that video that white people, you all have enough issues to worry about where you need to be concerned about what's going on in your own communities, racism is one of those things. Black people, when we're holding conversations, we're talking about how we are dealing with racism. That's really why you're here. And that's the truth. And it's the truth that you're not going to be able to lie your way out of that truth. Not with me. Maybe with somebody that's less aware or not as conscious, but you're not going to be able to lie your way out of that. That's really why you're here. You're not here to deconstruct shit. You know why? Let me tell you why. How I know why that is. And I love confronting people with the truth. I think it's just my new thing. If you were really interested in deconstructing your racism, you will be having that conversation with other white people who are interested in doing that same work. Black people can't teach you that. Now, there are a lot of misguided black people with good intentions. For some reason, they think they can teach you how to be nice to us. But they're just misguided. Hopefully, they'll arrive. They'll get there when they realize that black people can't teach white people how to not be racist towards us. That is y'all work. That's not our work. And it's so weird that y'all think that is our work, that it is our responsibility to teach you how not to be racist. Let me tell you how ludicrous that sounds. Because again, I keep saying, I'm not here to teach you. That's not my purpose in life. But you're still here saying, teach me, teach me, teach me. And I keep saying to you, no, no, no. That's not why I'm here. And yet you keep putting the onus of your shit onto black people. And that is your shit. That's something you need to take to your community and talk to your people, have discussions with your people about. There are some white people who are so far along in this work, they're not perfect, but they are there and they are available to you. I highly recommend that if what you really want to do is deconstruct your racism, you access those white people because they are there and they are doing the work. And they want to teach you how to be an anti-racist, how to deconstruct your racism, how to self-correct those behaviors, those problematic thoughts, those intrusive thoughts that you have about black people and other marginalized communities. But yet here you are thinking that black people, the victims of your racism, can teach you how to not victimize us. That's weird. If a woman is sexually assaulted, do we expect her to teach rapists how not to do that? No, we don't. If a woman is a victim of domestic violence, do we expect her to teach her abuser not to hit her? No, we don't. If a child is a victim of a pedophile, do we expect that child to teach that grown-up how not to be a pedophile? No, we don't. No, we don't. So how ridiculous is it for you to think that it is the responsibility of black people to teach the people who inflict racial harm and violence on us to not do that to us? No black person can teach you how to deconstruct your racism, honey. And it's weird that y'all are following us on our platforms and expecting us to teach you how to do that. Following black people is not going to teach you how to do that. Doing the work, saying that I follow black creators and I uplift black creators, how explain to me again how that teaches you how to not be a racist. Explain to me, like I'm a 2-year-old, how that's going to teach you how not to be a racist. Y'all are not confronting the people, the racists in your own communities. You all are marrying them, sitting at the kitchen table with them, fucking them, going out on dates with them, having their kids, working for them, working with them, hiring them. But somehow it's our responsibility. That's not our work. That's your work. That is one of those issues that I said is a white community issue. That's some shit y'all need to be figuring out for yourselves. As black people, the victims of your racism, figure out how to navigate your racial violence. We got enough work over here to do. Don't put that on us. How dare you put that on us?
I'm not sure if I've shared this with you all yet. I'm not sure if I have, but I have the pleasure and the honor to moderate a panel after a showing of the movie Deconstructing Karen. It's a documentary that was done by Sarah Rao, Regina Jackson. It is incredible. It follows along what they call Race to Dinner, where they invite white women who have identified as liberal, progressive, Democrat, and have an honest conversation about race. And it's one that's very necessary. When I'm rewatching it because it's coming up. I want to make sure it's fresh. I'm rewatching it, and there was a person on there that was talking about why they were there, and they mentioned that they're descendants of slave traders, and they've been told some really ugly history, and they feel like the way they need to come out of it is to just be uncomfortable and have these conversations. And I have seen that before. A white woman saying, we just have to get uncomfortable and have these conversations. We just have to get uncomfortable and have these conversations. And I have some thoughts about that. I want people to feel their feelings. I want people to feel what they need to feel when they come up, when they're doing this work. It's important to stay in touch with what you're feeling so you can name it and have it be part of your healing. I want that to absolutely be the case. I want white women specifically to think about what is uncomfortable. I want you to think about what's uncomfortable. Please do not fill my comment section with it. I want you to take a journal page and write what you're labeling as uncomfortable. The reason why I'm saying this, the reason why it's important to name what makes you uncomfortable is so that when it pops back up again, you recognize that it's a feeling of discomfort and nothing more than that. Being uncomfortable in decolonizing work and anti-racism work is one of the easiest parts of going through it. To feel discomfort about hearing what you might have participated in that harmed somebody else, you're going to be okay. Again, this is not to say that you won't feel uncomfortable. You just need to think about why you feel uncomfortable and think about who you tell that you're uncomfortable. And if you think that you should tell it to a Black person, an Indigenous person, or another person of the global majority, then I'm going to invite you to keep working on your community, because that's where it should go.
How many of you would trade places with a Black person in this society? Raise your hand.
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, it's yes or no. How many of you would do it?
I know I wouldn't. I mean, I dated a Hispanic, very dark.
No, I'm not talking about Hispanic. The question is,
But I was going to have children, so I spent many years thinking of myself of having very dark-skinned children.
question is, how many of you would be willing to trade places in this society with a Black person?
I think I would.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying there's not racism. Absolutely not. It's just saying I don't see it.
Yeah, but you know how racist this country is.
Not to the degree that you do.
Oh, no, you will never know. You know, in this country, we created the criminalization of Black people. And when your skin is seen as a weapon, you're never unarmed. And that's why Black boys and men and women are dying in the street with their hands up.
So this is all I got from this video. The truth is that I absolutely agree with what woke Gardiner said. She said that deconstructing racism is not something you teach them, right? And that is absolutely true. You can't tell people how to treat you, right? You can't tell them what they are supposed to see as what is right and what is wrong. It's something that they can at the same time go and read, because if I tell you everything, so it's like me giving you a manual, like to how maybe you can also start acting it and all that. The truth is that deconstructing racism, it's something some of them do not even want to do. They are always very quick to ask you, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to, because I have already seen, like, where Black women talk about racism and how to deconstruct it. Okay, they talk about deconstructing racism, but they don't go telling them this is what you're supposed to do. And I always see them in the comment section asking, what are we supposed to do? Where are we supposed to? Some are like, I want to learn. So how am I supposed to learn? It is not a Black person's, it is not we that will start telling you this is what you're supposed to do and this is not what you are supposed to do. You are supposed to go and read out, go and read what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. Make research. And the truth is that number one is that a majority of them already know what makes Black people uncomfortable, how Black people react when it comes to racism, and the things that they say or do that make people that look like me react. But some would rather keep doing that. As long as one thing I have noticed is that as long as it is not affecting them, right? I mean, like, it is okay. It's just like the last part of the video that I asked, who would like to switch, or who would want to, trade places with a Black person? Sincerely speaking, no matter how they claim that they are not privileged, no matter how they tell you that they do not have any benefit and there is nothing great about being their skin color and all that, it is literally impossible for them to tell you that they would want to switch places with someone that look like me. I don't know if you are going to believe this, or if you want to believe, if you do not want to believe, it's okay. But reality is that they would never want to switch. This is to tell you that they know how privileged they are, because that skin color alone is an immunity. Do you know what that means? That means that you can be able to know who is this and who is that. You are able to know that I am a black person, she is a white person, the other person is Asian, the other person is Hispanic. I don't know if you understand what I am saying. So why would they want to trade places? The truth is that majority of them are always very quick to tell you that I know I am not black person. I cannot fit in your shoes. Absolute truth. I do not know how you people feel or what you people go through. The truth is that they see what you go through. They understand that they see what you pass through. And they know that you are going through that. They would not even want to make changes about it, because some of them are so quick to say, I really don't understand how it works. You do understand how it works. You do. Because if you don't, some of the things you all do or say, because recently I have been seeing them. Black women always want to ask them questions. They're black women, they're white women, right? All of a sudden, I started seeing so many videos, starting with they're black women. Or most of the things that when a black woman or a black, said that, oh, this is for black people and all that, you see them come out and say, this is only for white people. If you think they don't know what they are doing. But all the time you see them hiding under the umbrella that they do not understand how it works. Can you teach me? I am not teaching anybody. I don't even know how to teach. I don't speak English very well too. So how am I supposed to teach you? How would you even understand what I am saying? Right? So I prefer, and it is better that they speak to, because I feel like they understand themselves one another. So if you are looking for where and how to deconstruct, go to your own people, because you all understand one another. When a black woman is talking, they don't listen. Why? Because why would you talk to me? What power do you have to want to teach something to me? So it is usually better if someone that look like them come out to say that. They listen so easily, very easily. I have watched that, and I have mastered it too. That they try as much as they can to listen to their own people. Because why would you want to speak for me or tell me how to do and how to? So, and moreover, it is also not in our place to tell you people how to deconstruct your racism, because I don't even know what you are deconstructing, right? So which one am I even going to talk about? So you personally know what you are deconstructing. So all you need to do is probably read or learn more on how to help you to deconstruct what you are deconstructing. Thank you all so much, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.